We'll now hear remarks from Judge Wall.
Good morning, everybody, and I have one word to say. Wow. Anybody that knows me knows how important today is to me. President Judge Hodgson, my colleagues, musical words, elected officials, members of the Bar Association, friends and family. I've reached my dream. It is the most exciting day of my life, other than the birth of my son, of course. And I want to thank everybody for being here today to share this with me. I am so honored. I want to thank Judge Burton and Judge Tressel for helping me to administer my oaths. I want to thank Greg Nestor, who I'm going to kill him for the potato story. I asked him not to tell that story, but how lucky am I to have an ex-husband who's my best friend, who's my co-parent, and just truly is happy for the achievement that I've met today. Most people would start a speech like this with a quote from a famous jurist. I've selected a quote from a famous frog. Kermit the Frog once said this about life. It starts with a dream. Dreams are how we figure out where we want to go. Life is how we get there. Always allow time for traffic. It has been quite an experience for me. A journey filled with new experiences, new people, new kindnesses. I'm overwhelmed by the support that I've received from everybody, friends, family, and even strangers. Sometimes with campaigns you get so caught up in winning that you really almost forget what it is that you're doing. Over the last couple weeks, between Christmas and New Year's and whatnot, I really reflected on what it is that I was doing and why I wanted to be a judge. The bottom line is I love the law. I've spent my whole legal career advocating for men, women, and children who are either emotionally and or physically fragile. Greg made reference to my absolute dedication to the care of children, and it's been the greatest joy of my life doing that. And as an American, I am proud of the fact that we have a court system that seeks to protect the very citizens, the people that I myself advocate for. What an honor it is for me now to be bestowed upon the ability as a judge to bridge both the gap between two principles which I hold very clearly and dearly to my heart. I am so proud to be here. I am so lucky to be able to continue to take care of the people that I love. I am very honored to serve the people of Montgomery County, and I will do so with honor, integrity, and passion. You don't get here today, though, without a lot of support from people who you don't even know. I wanted to take today to thank some very special people, and with your indulgence, I promise I won't name everybody who I've ever met and haven't met that supported me, but I do want to recognize some people. Obviously, my parents, Kathy and Mike Burns. I'm one of 9 children, and my parents have consistently supported and encouraged us to be the best that we could be. As you can see, my mother was crying. My father is so proud he can hardly contain himself, and it's been a family chore to get me here today. It's a family effort. Everybody gets out, they knock on doors, they stand at the polls on election day. I would acknowledge some of my siblings. My sister Kathy Lee, who I think is out there, we called Kathy the sign Nazi. She was personally responsible for every white and green sign you saw over the course of the campaign. My sister Tierney, who has consistently been my cheerleader. My brother Josh, who was at times my nanny, my driver, my Mr. Fix-It, and a shoulder to cry on. Josh, I love you. I thank you for all of your support. My son Liam, I have to brag for a second. All the time that I was out there campaigning, Liam, God bless him, achieved academic honors. He received a Spirit Award. He captained his soccer team, and he made first string of JV basketball at Norwood Bonbon Academy. I'm very proud of you, Lamb, and thank you for being there for me. They say that people come into your life for a different reason, and John Egan came into my life about 3 years ago. We met over trash. We're still together. And what John brought into my life was he had personally ran as for office in Philadelphia, and he brought into my life the experience and knowledge having gone through that. He taught me the importance of maintaining my honesty and integrity throughout the process. My friends and family will tell you that John should be sainted for putting up with me. John, thank you for traveling this path with me. There are some additional people who have helped me that are not family, and I just wanted to very quickly recognize some of them. Senator Joseph Rocks, I'm not sure if he's here today, but 3 words describe Joe: my friend, my mentor, and my inspiration. I would not be standing here today but for Joe, and if I have half the passion he shows for his clients, I will be very successful on the bench. Lawrence Tavis, a very brilliant lawyer, he is the one person who kept me out of jail, made sure that I submitted my reports on time, and then I did everything I was supposed to do. I want to acknowledge 2 very important women. One is our recorder of deeds and my friend Nancy Becker. Nancy not only supported my campaign, but she strives to encourage qualified female candidates to become involved and run for elected office. Justice Sandra Schultz-Newman, she was our first female assistant district attorney and the first female justice in the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. She is a trailblazer who made it possible for not 1, but 5 women to be sworn in today. I want to thank Brian Miles for changing my life and helping me achieve my goal. Brian, I will be forever grateful to you. I also want to acknowledge Bob Kearns, who committed himself to my candidacy, worked very hard for me, and I want to thank him and tell him I'm very proud of the job he did for our team. I also want to thank Bill Shaw and Jim Sarins. Now I want to say something about my firm. I have spent my entire legal career with the law firm of Miller, Turetsky, Wool, and McLennan. You're sitting all over there. These people are a family to me. They're an extended family. We've gone through the birth of our children and the sadness of grieving for lost ones, including our beloved Michelle McLennan. My partners always supported me, encouraged me, and allowed me to pursue the dream that I have achieved today. Mitch Miller is one person who taught me about integrity, and very ethical attorney, taught me always to be all honest and to be able to look at myself in the mirror whenever I represent my clients. I want to thank Keith, Mark, Jack, the staff. I'm sorry, I have to name them all, guys. Michelle, Sherry, Lindsay, Janet, Jill, Leah, and Sherry. I also want to congratulate the other 6 judge-elects who traveled the same path that I did. Garrett Page, Garrett Page, Carolyn Carluccio, Wendy Demchek-Alloy, Pat Cunahan, Gary Silo, and Lois Murphy, and I look forward to working with all of you on the bench. I want to also tell you that I am so truly honored to join this distinguished bench, and I thank all of you for coming today to help me celebrate what is probably the most exciting thing that will ever happen to me. Thank you.
Judge Wall takes her seat with us. We will take a 5-minute break to let those who need to leave, and those who need to come in.